Would you like to have a lunch tete-a-tete with the billionaire investor Warren Buffett? Well, it will set you back a few $1,000,000. For example, last year's lunch auction winner paid $2.1 million. That was down from the 2012 record of $3.4 million to dine with the Oracle of Omaha. Now, over the past 15 years, Buffett's lunch auctions have raised around $18 million for charity. Now, the only topic that is off limits at the lunch, Buffett's future investments. Joining me now to discuss this annual event is someone who has interviewed Warren Buffett many times, our own Betty Lou.
That's right. He keeps those predictions close to his chest.
I would think so, yes.
Not even for $3.5 million will he fess up at all.
Now, what have been some of the past lunch experiences?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? It's kind of cool to look through the list and see who has paid, the money to sit down with Warren Buffett. Think about it. Back in 2003, David Einhorn paid about $250,000, so he got off cheap.
Okay.
Being able to sit down with Einhorn. We later found out that Bill Ackman was one of the anonymous bidders who won a lunch.
And this bidding takes place online?
Online. In fact, I think we've got some video right now of the bidding going on at this moment. I think there's a little less than a dozen people who have bid so far. I believe it's up to $525,000 now. The opening bid was for $25,000. The other, you can also get a job out of this. Ted Weschler had actually bid 2 years in a row, paid about $2.6 million apiece, and now, of course, he is one of the two, essentially, CIOs in Berkshire Hathaway, along with Todd Combs.
Do we ever get any information? You mentioned what they cannot talk about, but do we get any information about what they do speak about during the lunch?
We don't get a lot of information. So usually how it goes is Buffett and the bidder, or the winning bidder, who whether he or she wants to be revealed or not, they do an interview together beforehand at Smith & Wollensky, which is that steakhouse just right down the avenue on 3rd Avenue.
Okay.
They do several interviews, and then they go into this private lunch, and they can invite whoever they want. They sit at this big round table. They have their steak, their wine, and they can ask Buffett pretty much anything. And it's not often, though, rarely revealed what they talk about, because it's really the bidders themselves who it's up to them whether they want to really talk about what they're asking Buffett.
Is it revealed what Warren Buffett eats for the lunch? I would imagine he has a cherry Coke to drink.
I believe that would be a safe bet.
Right.
I'm sure something with red meat. He loves his red meat, and and fries, and there you go. He's not a huge eater, but he certainly eats like, I always say, he eats like a kid. He loves his hamburgers.
That's what he says, right? In
Cokes,
Dairy Queen.
His ice creams, exactly.
Yeah.
But Tim Cook, so interestingly enough,
yes,
Tim also auctions off a lunch for himself.
Doesn't go for as much, though, does it?
No, he's done this for the last 3 years. Guess what the winning bid was?
I do know the answer. $200,000, right?
Right.
Yeah, not bad.
This guy runs a company twice the size of Berkshire.
And the money that's raised by Warren Buffett goes to Glide Memorial Foundation in San Francisco.
Exactly.